Hey, is this thing on? Clash in Paris, WWE. It's this weekend. We're breaking it all down. Lots of great matches. I got a lot of problems with it too. Stay tuned. It's the Wrasslin Corner.
That's $1 million picture.
We are covering WWE and AEW.
Well, I'm not going to say she's there yet.
I just feel like CJ White was cool.
We will beat him with this bat right here.
What's up, everyone? Don't mind me in the intro, messing up and laughing at myself, but I thank you guys for tuning in to your favorite prediction show. We do all the AEW, WWE major events, break it down, picks, opinions, every time. It's on the Real Fresh channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe. It's the best network out there for a one-stop shop, all kinds of variety shows. Check it out. Subscribe here today. But right this minute, stay tuned. We are getting into the WWE Clash in Paris, so let's do so. First match I'm looking at is John Cena versus Logan Paul. And this is one I hate this one. I don't know if I'm just getting too old. I don't know if WWE is not necessarily about making sense or stellar wrestling anymore. So we got John Cena, who turned heel and they regretted it when honestly it was the best thing that ever happened to John Cena. It seems like they botched the whole being part of the Rock thing, and it all meant nothing. Now he's turned babyface again to go up against heels like Logan Paul, Brock Lesnar, I believe, and they just botched John Cena's whole return. You had to do it one or the other. You and go all out. They pussyfooted his heel turn. Soft. Anyway, I hate that they ruined his whole return. I'm so uninterested in his return now. It's the same thing he was doing when he was here before, recently. Just doing his gimmick moves, getting in his work. It's so generic, John Cena. Logan Paul is another thing I have a problem with, and people are gonna think I hate wrestling. Logan Paul's not a wrestler. He gets weeks and weeks and weeks to rehearse every match, whereas all these other guys are artists. Even guys I don't like necessarily, they are still artists. Yes, you can plan spots, you can talk about it. That's one thing. Logan Paul gets weeks to rehearse each individual spot, and then it goes viral like he's some kind of insane wrestling talent. All he did was a rehearsed stunt. That's it. He's not that great of a wrestler. He botches things. I do like his finisher. I do like his finisher. There's no way he came up with that. I mean, even if he did, credit to you, I guess, for that one thing. I like your finisher. You're not a wrestler. You don't know how to wrestle on the fly. You'll never be able to wrestle on the fly. You have to know what's going to happen. You have to have your viral springboard moment, nonetheless. Like, oh yes, you're a great springboarder with weeks of preparation. Look at all these luchadors that do all these crazy things every day of the week. They are real wrestlers. They put their heart into this. Logan Paul puts his wallet into this. And I mean, I can't blame them. I'll take money where someone wants to sponsor me out there. The worst company out there? Sure. I'll do it. But this is my opinion on the stuff. My last major complaint about this is the fact that this is a waste of one of John Cena's final matches. You're telling me now this is their terms and probably true in a sense of the word, the greatest of all time needs to have a match with Logan Paul on the way out? Why? He's not a wrestler. They don't have any deep history. It's honestly just a big name for WWE to sell with John Cena, two big names worldwide, and it's no longer about the wrestling. It's about prime. It's about money. It's about kids. All right. Who do I think? Who do I want? What do we think is going to be happening in this match? There, there's no way. I've been wrong saying there's no way before, but and involving Logan Paul winning as well. But Logan, he's not pinning John Cena on his retirement tour. We are not going to keep putting over Logan Paul for no reason. He is not better than the people he's beaten. Was it AJ Styles he beat? Or something crazy like that at WrestleMania? What the hell is going on? Uh, that even blows my mind. I don't even want to get into that. He can't beat John Cena. It wouldn't make sense. But then again, who cares? He's already Big Show flip heel turned garbage. Think and want John Cena. And of course, guys, play along, comment along. Who you think, who you want. I will reply. I will reply. Next up, let's look at Seth Rollins. He's defending the World Heavyweight Championship against CM Junk, Jey Uso, and LA might never win the title. Seth Rollins is the champion. I am so pumped. And also on this show, guys, if you didn't watch for a long time, if you're new to this show, we called Seth Rollins faking the injury on here. I called it on StadiumRant.com. You can get all my sports and wrestling at StadiumRant.com in the link below. I also do cover AEW specifically for GreenvilleSportsMedia.com. So GreenvilleSportsMedia.com for all my AEW. Everything else sports and wrestling related, head on over to StadiumRant.com. Back to the match. Anyway, Seth Rollins, the man. I'm loving it. CM Punk, I really don't think he even deserved to win the title. I've whined about him being a whiner, I guess, for weeks upon end. So for those who are not new to this show, I will try not to whine about Punk and how much of a hypocrite he is right now. I will try to stick to the work, and he is not capable of the workload of the Workhorse Championship. That's why he held it for a minute or 5 minutes, whatever it was. He doesn't know how to hold up every night, full tilt. And he's old. I can barely hold up getting out of my chair. But I'm just saying, for that championship, no. Not a chance. He doesn't know how to hold a championship any longer. He doesn't have the charisma. He doesn't have the stamina. And he just doesn't have the excuse me. I don't even have the speech to talk about him. So but he just doesn't have the agility and speed to keep up with these guys anymore. You always see people waiting for him to turn around on certain spots. He's generally half a step behind. He's smart enough to not make it look terrible, but if you overanalyze it like I do, you notice these type of things. Jey Uso, what a throw-in! He could go on. He did have the ability to carry the Workhorse Championship, but he did not have the work of a workhorse. He is a sports entertainer. They realized their mistake, I think, when they took that. LA Knight's interesting. He's certainly a on the mic guy. He certainly runs into the same type of arguments as The Miz, although LA Knight certainly has a more suitable body type, I guess, is how you say that. It just would be odd for him to take it off of Seth Rollins right here. Seth Rollins also has his new faction. He also has Paul Heyman. I guess that's still in his faction. Seth Rollins always has something up his sleeve. He's great as a heel. He's great as a babyface. He can win incredible classic wrestling matches, but then he can also put on entertaining heel type of slick, greasy wins. Want Seth Rollins. It's the only thing that makes sense. And let's get CM Punk out of these title pictures, all right? Next, I'm looking at Sheamus and Rusev. Okay, I'm 50-50 on this. I love these guys' matches. Sheamus and Rusev have some of the best matches. I am a huge fan of the stiff, I guess it's a European style. Very physical, very stiff work. I love it. They've just been milking it too much on TV. I can't remember how many matches they've had now. on TV, and they were so great. They almost wanted to give us less. Maybe this be I guess it is the deciding factor, but we didn't need so many matches along the way. Maybe more backstage segments, maybe more personal promos. It's really just been about them beating the hell out of each other. And if you don't really care about the story, which I care about the story, but it is secondary to the matches to me personally. There's something different for everyone in wrestling, of course. These guys are going to beat the hell out of each other. It is going to be the best match of the evening as far as wrestling match. Maybe the previous match, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, you might get a little more entertainment depending on who you are, what you like. If you like old school, stiff, beat 'em up style, this is going to be the match for you. This is going to be the match for me. I'm a much bigger fan of Sheamus, no doubt about it. Sheamus has been probably the most underrated star in history. He's carried championships. He's put people over. He's lifted up people in his faction and then put them over. He puts on the most physical matches. For his style, he's relatively healthy. He's got the look. Rusev, on the other hand, well, I mean, he's got the look and everything as well. He does have a little more difficulty on promos. That's to be understood. Although he does fine. He does really good when he gets into that kind of mysterious, godlike gimmick. Let's go with gimmick. It works with his accent that way. So he is making the best of that as well. It's going to be a great match. It's just that WWE has milked it a bit much for me. I do want Sheamus to win. He's one of my... He's big in our house. He's big in our house. We have a cat named Sheamus. The Real Murder's got a Sheamus tattoo. It's of the cat, I guess. Rusev, we love you, buddy. I think Rusev's going to win. He's newer back to the company. He needs the win more than Sheamus. If you keep having Rusev take losses, it's going to totally ruin his recent return. I think Rusev. I want Sheamus in the match of the night. That's what I think. And we still have a couple other matches. Excuse me. Sorry, coming up. Good thing we're going to hit this break here. We got Roman Reigns coming up. We got Becky Lynch coming up, and we got the Street Profits coming up. I just want to give a shout out to two of our main partners. The one partner coming up here on video is Dubby Energy. I love Dubby. It's sugar-free, good value, much cheaper than buying it. And then we will be right back to the show.
Dubby. 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 Free from sugar, fillers, jitters, and all that BS.
Bite-sized pizzas on wholesome little bagels.
Dubby. 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 Free from sugar, fillers, Dubby.
10% off, baby, Dubby, anytime. Also, don't forget to use our gambling link, guys. If you guys are gamblers out there, we can give you 125% deposit bonus up to 3 times, actually, guys. Not that one-time nonsense. It's on our friends over at BetUS. Use our Real Fresh link. It's below the Real Fresh BetUS. 125% deposit bonus up to 3 times. Use our link. It supports your boys the whole time you use that site. So get your deposit bonus. It comes with insurance as well. You get, I believe it's 10% insurance. Go check it out for the details. Don't miss it out. All right. That's enough promos. That's enough plugs. Let's get to the remainder of Clash of Paris. Let's go over to Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. Has Roman Reigns lost his shine a little bit, guys, since he's been titleless, factionless? It's almost as if people are, no, you know what? The crowd still pops for him, but some people are starting to realize that he is just a product of the system. His wrestling skills on their own don't carry anything. He is good at the facial expressions. He's smart enough to know when and where to be in the ring, but he is of the old school wrestling type where it's so slow and boring, where it's more about the facial expressions than the actual reversals. His only reversals are a spear and a Superman punch. It's not like he's reversing holds, you know. Uh, so it's almost as if when you take away all the fluff around him, you see the generic superstar that he is. Bronson Reed, it's good to see him get his come up. Not that he's a promo superstar of any kind, but he goes hard. He has better matches than Roman Reigns if you consider the skill set and wrestling. Roman Reigns might have more exciting matches, more entertaining matches based on the stories and the build and the name and being probably one of the most overstars ever. I'm a huge fan of Bronson Reed right now, and I've always been a bigger fan of Bronson Reed than Roman Reigns, even pre WWE days. However, I like him even more right now. I love the Tribal Thief. I love the shoe. What is it? The shoe La Fala? Yeah, I think it's called the shoe La Fala. I love it all. I really hope Bronson Reed wins this one. He's going to have the faction, the Paul Heyman. But he has Roman Reigns' shoes. And Roman Reigns wants his shoes back, doesn't he? Now, if I watched Raw this week, this is recorded before SmackDown, but I can't see that happening on SmackDown. Let's go with I hope Bronson Reed wins, takes some more shoes of it. But I do think Roman Reigns will win, and he will get his shoes back. I love the tribal thief gimmick, okay? All right, next we're looking at Becky Lynch defending her WWE Women Intercontinental Championship against Nikki Bella. I hate this so much. First off, when they brought in the Women's Intercontinental Championship, I believe it was near the end of 2024. I want to say November, October, something like that. They gave it to the right person, Lyra Valkyria, up-and-comer with real ring talent, with the capability to make this women's IC title like the Women's Workhorse Championship. And WWE dropped the ball. I don't think it was anything Valkyria did. She put on some pretty good matches. They had her feud with Becky Lynch for about December to now. So maybe not, maybe 6-7 months back and forth, and it got so boring. They didn't introduce any new talent, any up-and-coming talent. This Intercontinental Championship, it should be similar to the men's. Really young, it doesn't have to be young, promising up-and-coming talent with the upside of going to the main title, but let's give them a shot here first. Now we have Becky Lynch, who should be retired. She's gotten so slow in the ring. Her gimmick has improved. I'll give her that. To be honest, she does have more charisma than she used to have, even though she's hard to listen to. And she is just kind of stealing it from Seth Rollins, I suppose. But hey, let's stick to some positive for the champ. Nikki Bella, what are we doing here? She is not a Hall of Famer. She is not a wrestler. She pisses me off on television talking about she paved the road. She was out there with her titties out there flopping around with the Butterfly Championship pretending she paved the road. She wore less and less, doing dances with her twin sister to get over. You did not pave the road. You did as you were told. You're not a great wrestler. You're a very poor worker. The fact that they introduce her as a Hall of Famer on television is a joke to other Hall of Famers. And this whole match stinks. Think and want Becky Lynch. At least she's out there doing the thing. She is putting in the work since she's returned. She's been on TV. She's been having matches. Becky Lynch probably does have a better... What's the word I'm looking for? She does have a better right to call herself a road paver. That doesn't work. You guys know what I'm saying. Becky Lynch really put in the work. You didn't see Becky Lynch out there in Nikki Bella outfits. That's what I'm saying. Think and want Becky Lynch in a very boring match. Subject to change, we are looking at the last match of the card here. We're looking at the Wyatt 6 defending the Tag Team Championship against the Street Profits. I like the Wyatt 6 in theory. In a combination of their work and the booking from the company, it's too late. It's too late. They needed to come in hot, and they've been around for a while now, and they're just getting a little bit of a push now. It's kind of weird. I also got to say the Wyatt 6 feels very forced. I know they're trying to pay tribute to Bray Wyatt, and I'm all for that. It just feels very forced. The people in the costumes feel like they're just trying to be creepy. And I know Bray Wyatt was trying to be creepy as well, but he was. And that seems to me the main difference. Also, their main tag team in the faction is not near as great or dangerous as the tag team of old when Bray Wyatt had his tag team behind him. It just seems like a forced together tribute, and that's fine. I'm just pointing out the fact that it's not working. I do believe they will try to keep the titles on them for a bit longer. The Street Profits have had it many times. Although they are better champions, I gotta say it. And I do consider the Street Profits sports entertainers more so than wrestlers, so it's weird for me to say that. But they're better champions than the Wyatt 6. The match will probably be pretty good. The Street Profits can have some pretty good high spots. The wrestlers in the Wyatt 6 are pretty talented. They know what they're doing. Proven journeymen, nonetheless. I think Wyatt 6, I want Street Profits. That's what I'm going to say. That's what we're going to go with. And that's going to be Clash in Paris. Thanks for playing along, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the Real First channel. This is your favorite wrestling prediction show. Tune in every week before the AEW and WWE major shows, and you'll get me here. Also on the Real First channel, I've got some other shows, and we got some other great partners, like I mentioned off the top. We're trying to be a one-stop shop for y'all. Every Tuesday, we got a live podcast. You can go catch the replay. It covers all things pro sports. We're kind of in MLB and NFL country right now over there. I have my partners over at the Bodkin Show, Head Kicks and Haymakers. They cover MMA for us weekly. Gotta love that. Coming soon is season 3 of Fresh Takes. Nope, it's called Real Talk Clip Show. Real Talk Clip Show with the Real Meredith and myself. We take the summers off, so we are going to be back recording season 3 very soon. Go check out seasons 1 and 2. It's a clip reaction, Tosh.0 ripoff type of burnout type of show. What else do we got? We got DBK doing the gaming. Check out DBK's gaming. He's always doing some PS5 or PC work on there. And we also have College Sportscast. Brad and the gang over there, John. They are our exclusive college sports provider, so check it out. If you only like wrestling, I'll see you guys next time. But I hope to see you guys around. This is How Fresh on the Wrasslin Corner. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace.
That's $1 million picture.
We are covering WWE and AEW.
Well, I'm not going to say she's there yet.
I feel like Steve J. White was
Going to beat him with this bat.